Alright, so a lot has happened in the past day. The first thing I want to talk about in regards to Bitcoin is the S&P 500. Once again, if you watched my last video, the S&P 500 and Bitcoin are correlated. So wherever this decides to do, Bitcoin will likely follow. And we can see we have got a nasty dip in the last day. It's not too bad. It's a one-day dip. This doesn't really mean much in the long term. However, I do have some key regions I do want to watch out for. So first one is this line right here. You can see this had a bunch of reversal points during the last consolidation zone. It was the top right here, the top right here, the bottom right here. And so if we do lose this yellow line of support, that could be a sign of bad things to come. So I do really want to keep this support, and I do really want to see the stock market continuing up. If we do recover from this and we do make a higher high in, or basically a new all-time high in the stock market, then that would be amazing for Bitcoin. And like I said in my last video, Bitcoin did have a massive bottom signal right here, right? It hit the cyclic polygamma band, and this has been insanely accurate at the past at giving us major bottoms. Now, someone in the comments did say that if we go all the way back to the 2014 cycle, we can see, yes, the polygamma band was hit here. It then led to a huge market bounce, right? At the lows here, it was 275. At the highs, it was 455 before taking one more leg back down, almost touching the polygamma band again before continuing on. So yes, there has been one case in the past where technically it wasn't the complete low, but this still showed a major bottom, right? So worst case scenario, according to history, is that this touch of the polygamma band right here could be a major bottom for Bitcoin, but maybe not the absolute bottom, right? Which is once again why we're not just using polygamma bands and technical analysis, right? We're also looking at the stock market. If we do start to break structure in the stock market, then it could mean that this was just a local bottom for Bitcoin. Either way though, once again, I still think this is huge, and at least, you know, I do want to see a semi-decent pump, right, into the 100k region for Bitcoin, because of this touch right here. The touch in 2014, even though it wasn't the complete bottom, still led to a massive rally in the middle of that bear market. So, you know, do not underestimate the polygamma bands. Now, once again, if you do want to put in some trades, down below I'll leave a link to the best cryptocurrency exchanges in my opinion, with huge bonuses. All you have to do is click on these links, and yeah, you can see right here, Bybit, for example, will give you $30,000 in bonuses, or up to $30,000 in bonuses. You can see the full details on the page if you click these links. Now, one more thing I do want to touch on that I've seen basically every other YouTuber talk about is this whale right here that's going long over $500 million in crypto. Now, a whole bunch of people are talking about how this whale going long is a huge long signal and you should pile into longs. And I just want to say, this is complete noise. You can't get anything out of this, right? Because for all we know, this whale has an equal amount of shorts open on centralized exchanges like Binance and Bybit, evening out all these longs and making him delta neutral. So he's actually just, you know, not betting on the market going up or down, right? We don't know this whale's full position. And from my understanding, this whale is someone worth about $10 billion called Garrett. I'll leave a link to his X down below, but yeah, he has $10 billion. I mean, he's only long $500 million right here on leverage. So yeah, this to me could be him trying to trap a whole bunch of people in longs before he crashes the market here. Either way, like, it doesn't matter what he's doing. It just matters that you guys don't use this as an indication as to whether or not you should go long or short. You should basically just ignore this, because we just don't have enough information as to what this whale wants. And it is just super suspicious that he withdrew a bunch of money and went long on Hyperliquid, where the entire world could see and talk about his position. I mean, why would you do that, right? Unless you wanted the entire world to know you're going long $500 million in crypto. And think about, why would he want that, right? These whales aren't stupid. At the end of the day, we don't know what exactly he's doing and what his end goals are, but just know that, you know, you should probably take all of these, you know, signals from whales with a grain of salt, as we don't know the full picture. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I had to say for today. Sign up to the exchanges down below and make sure you claim the bonuses if you haven't already. They can help you a ton with your trading, as it's basically free money you can play with. I'll see you soon.